What's going on YouTube? Today we're going to check out the HMD2 HMD2 battery powered security camera. So this is a completely wireless security camera that you can set outside anywhere, your home, inside and outside. So some of the key features, like we said, it's wire free for installation and connection. They do have alternative charging methods like a solar panel, water and dust resistant at IP65. It's got PIR detection. It can use a micro SD card. And it could also use cloud service for alternative storage sources. So down below it says compatible with the heimvision HMS1 solar panel, which is sold separately. This unit is $85.99 I think on Amazon right now. I'll link it in the description. The solar panel itself is, I believe, like $29.99. I'll link that as well. I also have that here too, so we'll look at that in a little bit later. So on the back it gives you more specification of what the actual unit is. It says rechargeable battery capacity 6,000 milliamps. Image resolution is 720p. It's not 1080p, it's 720p. I'm going to go ahead and assume they do 720p to keep the battery life a little low, so that way you don't have to recharge it all the time if you don't choose to pick up the actual solar panel unit. It does use a micro SD card for storage as well as cloud. It can contain up to 128 gigabyte SD card. The lens it uses is a 2.5 millimeter focal length and 130 degree wide angle view. Infrared distance is up to 32 feet. And like I said, the IP rating is IP65. So let's go ahead and check out what the solar panel looks like. So here's the HMS1 solar panel from HMD2. It looks pretty big. It will keep the actual camera itself charged if you have direct sunlight to this throughout the day. One thing I did want to mention is the actual camera itself. Without this, I reached out to HMD2 to find out how long it would last without this solar panel, and they said up to 4 months with regular use. So that's usually probably 10 to 15 recordings a day for 4 months. I'm going to go ahead and look and see what's in the box of the actual camera, and then we'll look and see what's in the box in this. So let's go ahead and check what's in the box. So here you got the quick start guide. I say quick start guide, it's pretty thick, but you got a QR code scanner for the app, and it works on the iPhone as well as Android. So you have the camera itself here. It's actually pretty small. So this is fitting in the palm of my hand, and I have about medium to large size hand, just like your average man. And then you got the speaker back here. And on the back you have a really thick rubber, so that way it keeps it waterproof. So you have got a power button, a reset pin switch, micro SD card slot, and you also have a micro USB charging port. So it looks like I'll have to look and see how they want this when they want that plugged into the actual charger itself. And then you have the magnetic part. So this does mount to a ball mount, and then uses the magnetic so you can move it all you want. So here's the magnetic mount, pretty strong. And then the mount right here. So you put a screw in the wall, and this slides onto the mount, and this slides there. Now you're probably wondering, well, now it's magnetic, I can just walk up and take it if I wanted to. Well, if you mount it high enough, people are not going to take it. I do have other cameras that are magnetic mount, and no one's messed with them. And they're even, sometimes you can reach to them without a ladder or anything like that. So this is kind of nice for speed of use, so that way you can take it down and put it back up if you want to charge it. Then they also have this mount. It's a screw mount with the available screws for it, and it'll mount to the bottom here. So that is an option as well. So that way, I mean, you can still unscrew it, but if you want to use this, you can. A little micro USB charging port or cable for the charging port, so you can charge it inside. Then they also have these little 3M pads, so that way you can actually stick the mount to a wall or something like that without having to put a hole in it or a screw in it. 3M pads are always pretty much the best adhesive. So let's check out the solar panel. So at first you got a quick start guide. You got the solar panel itself with a long cord. Oh, there you go. There's your answer. This fits in the grommet area. So that's nice. And then you got the mount here back here, or you can also use screw mounts if you don't need to angle it. Then you have the screws for this mount if you want to use this mount. And I suggest you use this mount so you can point the actual solar panel wherever you want. So let's go ahead and check out the actual camera itself. What I want to do is I want to do daytime footage and as well as nighttime footage to check out the quality, as well as I want to check out the audio quality, speaking to it from my phone, and then you can listen and hear how well it is.
This is a test through the microphone. I'm talking through the actual app itself, so that way you can hear how loud and how well it will go through the actual camera itself. Actually sounds pretty clear.
here is a sample of daytime footage. A little windy outside, so you might hear some of that for the audio. Other than that, this is the quality you're going to see from the camera itself. Here is sample footage of night vision. I'm in my garage. I did it in my garage. It's pitch black in here. And this is also a sample of the audio too.
All right, I just want to talk a little bit more further in depth now that you've seen the actual sample videos. I want to talk more in depth. I didn't set the actual solar panel up because I really didn't need it at this time. It's a pretty simple setup with the mount itself. And then you can just replace the plug back here with this and it'll keep it charged outside. One thing I note is that there is a blue light for motion sense, as well as when it's recording. If you set it to record on motion, it'll have a red light up there too. And it does have little infrared LEDs right here for night vision. I will say that after seeing the daytime video and the nighttime vision, I'm actually really impressed at how well the actual video has turned out for 720p. I realize 720p is not that much less of a quality than 1080p, but some of these cameras I've reviewed are 1080p, most of them are, and I think this one is actually on the top tier of quality on the video side. I will also say, based on the audio that go through my phone and all that, to the actual unit itself, the audio quality is actually pretty up there too. So I'm pretty impressed with that. If you're interested in checking this out yourself and the actual solar panel itself, I will link that stuff in the description below so you can check it out yourself. If it's your first time, consider subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section below. I will see you next time.